I'm talking with Guido Candiani at the Italtel stand. Guido, we're talking about the Latin American market here. Now, in the last 2 years, you've done incredibly well out there. Tell me some of the highlights.
Well, things have been really hectic in the last 2 years. Latin America is a huge area where a lot of things are happening, and we experienced a very, very interesting number of projects happening through these 2 years. We grew a lot, and that's something that we are very proud of it. In Italtel, Latin America was a little bit second child, and now it grew up at the stage where we really make much of the growth for Italtel, both in terms of revenues and in terms of margins. And this is something that we expect to go on in the near future. So the basic thing is that in the 4 countries where we are present, which is Brazil, Argentina, Peru and Colombia, we have local teams that have been working very much with the overall Italtel catalog portfolio in hands and keeping track of our customers, which are basically service providers. And this is what happened in these 2 years.
Now, without giving any company secrets away, what does it take to be successful in Latin America?
Well, usually I say that we have 3 things. The first is the team, the people. People make the difference in all these Latin. We are Latin people. As an Italian, I'm a Latin too. And people makes the difference. Local teams are very good at relationship, at knowledge, and a number of things. Second thing is finance, because we don't have so much control about currency. We have currencies going up and down, and that makes you need to have control on top of that. And the third thing probably is strategy, meaning that we have to have a commercial strategy which gives us a local touch to our customers. So we are very present with our customers. We go there every day. We have conjoint, let me say, business planning, and this makes a difference. So these 3 things have helped us a lot in these 2 years at least.
Tell us about a couple of the major projects that you've been involved with.
Well, a couple of them come to my mind. The first one happened in Brazil just recently. We have launched a new voice over Wi-Fi project by which if you have a cell phone and you don't have good 3G coverage or 2G coverage or whatever, and this happens a lot unfortunately in Latin America, but you have Wi-Fi, well, your calls are routed to your cell phone as an usual cell call, but instead is over Wi-Fi, and this helps a lot. You have a number of shopping centers, shopping malls in Latin America where you have a good Wi-Fi coverage, but you don't have good inside 3G coverage, and this has helped a lot. The second thing that happens to my mind is that in Peru and Colombia, where we have great traction on projects, we just closed, well, a couple of months ago, we closed a big deal, $25 million, for deploying a big infrastructure project for a convention center that has been financed by the IMF, the International Monetary Fund, and where we are giving everything from data centers to networking to video communication to parking slots, and this has happened in a very short time and is financed by the growing economy of these places. So we are very proud of this.
Absolutely. What about the future? How are you going to sort of build on this success?
We have to keep on going on track. Obviously, we have 2 drivers. The one is the coverage, as we call it, so we have to expand beyond the 4 countries where we already have. We are opening in these days our local company in Ecuador, which is also a growing economy and where we are very keen to grow. And we are analyzing other countries where we should open up a shop. And on the other hand, we have to expand the number of solutions that we are providing to our current customers, basically using the good experience that we had in Europe with latest technology and to bring them to these customers. So we expect to grow even more in the next couple of years, and I think that we could be in a situation to also consider other, let me say, not usual opportunities. When I say something like that, is that Italtel is doing some stuff, and we're already doing that, but we have to look at new OPEX models, for example, business models where we sell by OPEX and not by CAPEX, meaning that you pay as a service instead of buying the full thing for one. And this is very needed in these countries where finance is a big issue.
So it could be a pay-as-you-go network.
Exactly, that's the point, and this is really happening. This is something that we already see happening, because if in Europe this is a nice to have, in some customers in Latin America is a must have.
Very interesting. Thank you very much for talking to us.
Thanks to you.
So very interesting. The pay-as-you-go public network could be coming to Latin America from Italtel.